Alright, rolling. Alright, so this is the follow-up to my Metamorphosis slash Emergence read and summarization, because it was really just me talking about it. But I never gave my thoughts, so this is what the follow-up is for. I'm giving my thoughts like I said I do in the video. But before I do that, here's a question, right? What do you think makes entertainment good or unique, really? Please tell me so I can have more comments, please. But I'll give my answer to that. I believe that what makes entertainment these days unique is how it's executed, not what's in it. Like, you know, that generic, all-powerful main character in video games, right? You start off as a normal foot soldier, then you become an operator, like untouchable. That cliche. There are millions of games out there, right? But it all goes down to the execution. For example, Halo. Yeah, Halo. You have Master Chief, right? He's one of thousands of Spartan 2s, but he was just, as Cortana put it, lucky. Other than that, he's just a total badass. But, it all goes down to the execution. Metamorphosis slash Emergence isn't exactly unique, but the way the way the writing was executed, the artwork, it's what made it memorable and memorable and unique and mentally scarring, I have to say personally. So, all right. Another thing before I actually put my thoughts on it. This is my thoughts. All right. This is my second time doing this because I fucked up the last one. But whenever I was like, what'd be a good idea? You know that one Dujin that I heard about from like 4 years ago. I've been hearing how it's pretty bad, how it's pretty screwed up. I already said in the main video, right? But this is like a precursor to it. I myself was reading, if you know what I mean. I don't want to get a community guideline strike. I don't know how I avoided one last time. Honestly. But, yeah. So I was reading. I finished. Let's say I had that post-nut clarity. And I'm like, it'd be a really good idea in my current mental state? Let's read something that can potentially mentally scar me, Now, at that time, I didn't know what Metamorphosis slash Emergence was at all. I just knew that it was a Dujin. Or hentai, That's Destiny, by the way. God, I look ugly. Anyway, so, yeah. I was like, it'd be a really, really good idea, right? Let's read this. Let's read this thing that I've heard is really bad and screwed up. For fun. And I'm gonna review it on my YouTube channel. So, I did that. Already told you guys how what I was expecting from in the other video. If you're watching this before watching that video, go watch it now, the full thing. There is no reason for you to be watching this. You're already 4.5 minutes in. Alright. So, my ape brain forgot where I was already. So, let's just talk until I figure it out. I was screwing around on Snapchat, right? Telling my friends, like, I was being like stupidly secretive about it. Because for some reason, I have this idea. I should do this. but I won't give it away because I know some people are going to try to do it before me. So that's why I don't tell people crap about what I'm doing until I'm already doing it. You know? And by the time I'm already doing it my way and not describing it how I'm doing it. So I was like, I was talking to my friends. You know, I'm about to read something mentally scarring. You want to know how I got mentally scarred? You see, my phone had viruses on it. God. So yeah, I was being stupid, and they're like, "Hey, bro, I don't know if this is a good idea if you're gonna be mentally scarred." But day after, I already did it. Oh, Christ, Jesus Christ. So I went ahead with it anyway. With people recommending me, hey, don't do this. I mean, of course there were those people that were asking me about it, right? Like, what is this? I'm like, fuck if I know. So yeah. All right. So it's green now. It's green. Now it's not green. Okay. So yeah. First scene, right? The scene. All right. I was reading the first couple pages. I'm like, dear God, I forgot her name. I should not have waited 3 weeks to do this. I should have done it the moment it hit 15 views. Which, Jesus Christ. 20 views, everybody. As of last week. I haven't checked it this week, actually. So, as you can tell, I'm also tired for absolutely no reason. Slept until like 11 today. Okay. Alright, yeah. So, first scene. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Right? How is this high schooler, by the way, didn't okay, so here in America that would be pedophilia, but over in Japan the age of consent is 13, so over there at least it's okay. I am not sure if that media coming over here is very legal or not at all. But I tend to avoid the ones that have legit children in them. I have seen ones with actual children in them below the age of 13. I am appalled, and that is disgusting. You deserve to die. No, you don't deserve to die. You deserve to rot in a prison cell for the rest of your life for that crap. All right? That's what's gonna get me a community guideline strike, everybody. So let's just. I have no idea what her age was in it, but she just got into high school, I believe, so at least 14. At least 14. That's an age above consent, alright? In Japan. Just make that clear. Now let me be clear. Alright. So yeah. I already said what I think. And then, I was expecting it to go way off rails with like XX of the Dead, like XX of the Dead, for all those hardcore hentai fans that know what XX of the Dead is. Solution. Here's my hair, everybody. This is the first time I'm showing anybody my hair, and Jesus Christ, it looks bad. Gotta get that comedic relief whenever I screw up and don't want to re-record. Yeah, XX of the Dead. So, anyone who knows what that is, you deserve a Medal of Honor. Wish I had medals for all this crap I was going through. But, it didn't go off the rails immediately, but 5 pages later, it was gone. So the scene comes around where she wants to put on the makeup. I was like, all right, so I can kind of see where this is going. It's a basic trope, right? It's gonna lead to be like, which it did, and not the way you expect at all. And then after that, after she becomes beautiful and all popular and all that, right? And then she encounters, also forgot his name. I really should have reviewed the content before I made this, but I know what they look like, and I know their characters, but I don't know their names. So let's call him Caleb with a K. So the scene with Caleb, right? Whenever Caleb drugs, and then let's call the main character Sandy. Yeah, Sandy Cheeks. Gotta get that SpongeBob. All right, so whenever Caleb drugs Sandy Cheeks into that, I was like, okay, wow, that just happened. She just took some form of acid. You just took some sort of acid, you know. The I immediately knew what it was for reasons, because I've seen the effect on people in videos. The whole wide-eyed pupil thing, the dilated eyes thing. That happens. I'm like, okay, I know where this is going, I think. And it kind of did, because not only was it the generic drug and Tom fuck silly trope, right, or cliche, it had the fuck. All right. Well, I just hate it whenever my brain blanks out. That's cool. That's why I wish I had editing software, people. Bet you heard that. All right. So, yeah, it was just a generic trope. I was going to put something in there, but I already forgot, and I was going to say it was executed in a way to make it unique, but really wasn't, in my remembrance, if that's a word. So, I knew where it was going. And it did go where I was thinking. But the events leading up to the climax went nothing like I was expecting at all. Wish I could take this off, but I don't have a shirt under this, so I'm not about to get shirtless on video. This is a terrible video. Jesus. Alright. So, it's like 80 degrees in my room. It always is. It's always like damp and sweaty in here. I really hate it. Alright, so after that, what happened? Fuck. God damn it. Alright, well, I already wasted my time making this video, so let's turn it into something else. So, I can't turn the camera. That's annoying. My phone is on fire. Like, that is an easy 90 degrees. Oh, I know what we could do. I know what we could do. I know what we could do. I know what we can do. I know what we could do. I know what we could do. I know what we could do. Alright, so. You know what's November 15th, everybody? I think it's the 15th. My channel's 3rd anniversary. 3 years already, people. Jesus Christ. 3 years. It's been a trip, I've gotta say. Not for you guys, not at all. I haven't uploaded. I think I've uploaded a max of 30 times this entire 3 years. So, I'm trying to get something special out, but that requires some editing, and I can't edit because I don't have an editing program. So, if you would be so kind, if you were to recommend some non-virus ones to me, I could get some content out. Good content. Maybe even get some gameplay out, like old times, you know? From classic stuff before I started going IRL, you know? This time I'll have a mic. Because my headset has a mic on it, unlike 3 years ago whenever I was recording on a PlayStation 4. I was streaming on a PlayStation 4. I had the worst internet connection possible, and I was streaming PlayStation 4 modded Fallout 4. And if anyone knows, modded Fallout 4 on the PlayStation 4 is terrible. It is so bad. It runs worse than Oblivion. I swear to God, it runs worse than Oblivion at times. Not trying to take a dump on Oblivion, but oh my God, my save corrupted in 3 hours. 3 hours. I got 3 hours of gameplay in there, and every time I walked out of a cell, if you didn't know, that's an indoors location in a Bethesda game. The game dropped down to 20 to 15 frames constantly. It was only whenever I went inside that I got 30 frames. It was terrible. I went to play the game, but if it runs like that, I can't play it. And I died, right? I died, so of course, you need to load a save, you need to load a previous save. I tried doing that, and, wouldn't you know, the game crashes every time I try to load the save, so I'm not gonna play that for a while. Spent way too much time making that character. Like, you know, making the character look a certain way. I spent way too much time doing that. And now I can't play it. Oh my God. I am annoyed. I didn't even get to Kvatch. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, PlayStation 4 modded Fallout 4. Not only are you not able to put in external assets, such as you're not able to make your own guns. Like if you wanted to bring in the U-556, you can't do that because it's from external assets. So unless you somehow make a monstrosity out of the in-game asset, the internal assets, then it's just not gonna work. And anyone who wants to play Fallout 4, do not buy Creation Club content. It will destroy your game. I had one Creation Club pack, not pack. I bought one thing from the Creation Club. It was a dog. It was a dog and a I think it was a it was a railgun. I think it was from Fallout. Yeah, it was the Fallout 3 rail. No, it was the Fallout 3 Gauss cannon or Gauss cannon. It was the Fallout 3 Gauss cannon. And my game doesn't run anymore. Well, at all. So you have to go into your system's storage and just delete all data to get rid of a Creation Club download. Now you're gonna want to obviously back up your saves to whenever you didn't have a Creation Club asset in there, so it doesn't, lose all your data legitimately. Because no one wants that, especially in a game like Fallout 4. But if I can get some editing software, I won't be able to get like, you know, my Jesus fuck, it's on here. I won't be able to get my live reaction in it, but I will be able to get some commentary and like this is where I decided to put 5 blocks down instead of 2, and now the entire house is off center. That kind of crap. I mean, it's really cheap, but one thing I hate about the Xbox One is that you can't, whenever you're recording content, you can't put your voice in it, or at least I think you can't record your voice whenever you're recording. You have to put voice. You have to, you have to dub it. So that's complete bullcrap. So that's why I haven't made any content with my voice in it recently. Yeah. So third anniversary coming up soon. I'll make sure to review Emergence, Metamorphosis/Emergence, so I can actually get this done next time. Sorry for kind of debating you guys, but I don't want to re-record this, and I gotta get some content out if I ever want to be monetized. Get myself in those recommendations, which I actually have been getting into people's recommendations. So, all right, well, that's it. So, yeah. All right, just please recommend me a couple things so I can get this done. That'd be great. All right, bye. I guess I don't know.